the conversation challenges these things. So, increasing complexity, recognizing transnational climate risks. What in the world is a transnational climate risk? This is something that we've been working on at SEI for a few years now. The seminal paper on it was by a colleague of ours, Magnus Benzi, and a few others in 2016, which produced something that we called the Transnational Climate Impacts Index. It essentially argued that some risks were transnational and therefore complicated the way we understand risk exposure. This has also been published again recently in Global Environmental Change, so there is a journal article out on it as well that goes through this approach. And what the paper principally argues is that there are 4 key pathways through which risks can flow across borders between countries. The really obvious one that we tend to start with is the biophysical pathway. So these are things like shared river systems, ecosystems, and things that really concretely cross borders. To take a step outside of that, we also think that there are really important linkages to think about in trade systems, for example. So agricultural supply chains, what we're going to be talking about today. There's also relevance for people flows, so migration, tourism patterns, finance flows, like remittances, foreign direct investment. In an increasingly globalizing world, our countries are more connected than ever before, and to pretend that risks, including risks from climate change, exist only within a national context is to miss a huge piece of the picture. So we need to start doing a little bit of thinking